Hi, it's Curtis from STEM Recording, and I recently had a problem that I solved with a pretty cool little hack that we're going to share with you tonight in tonight's video. I had a single piece of rack gear. I had a headphone amp that I wanted to put in my vocal booth, and I really didn't know how to do it. They don't make single space racks, and I didn't want to get a two-space rack and put a plate, the blank plate in there, and I really didn't have anywhere to put the rack. So I thought I'll just find a way to mount the headphone amp to one of my mic stands. And this is the finished product. I ran into the problem again recently when I had a drum kit, an electronic drum kit that's on a little rack that I'm going to lend to a friend, and I wanted to mount the Alesis DM4 or D4 drum module onto the rack. So I thought I'd use this same method and we'll go through the process together. What you need are two of these. These are the stage light mounting brackets that they use to mount lights onto trusses, live shows. You need two of those. You'll need a 5/32 inch drill bit and a 1032 tap. 10 stands for the size and 32 is the amount of threads in an inch. You can buy them together at Home Depot. I think this was $4, and it comes with the bit and the tap. You'll need a tap handle. You'll need a hole punch to start your hole, and an important part would be, don't forget the silver Sharpie. This is important. And that's all you need to get started. Let's head out to the shop and make it happen. Okay, so first order of business is we take the bolts out of the clamp. And then we use the silver marker to mark our holes. Now if you don't have a silver marker, you can always put tape on here and use a black marker. I just like the silver ones. So you put your clamp where you're going to mount it. And then right in the dead center you put a little mark. And repeat the same thing for the other side. Remove your bolt. And mark your spots right in the dead center. Then you take your hole punch and you put it right, you start your hole right there. Sometimes you want to go twice. Repeat it for the next one. Then we're ready to drill. Okay, so now we want to drill our holes. The first thing you want to remember is it's hollow in there, so when you get through the first half, you want to continue to drill all the way through. And then we'll repeat this 3 more times. Okay, so now that we have our holes drilled, looks like that. Now it's time to get our tap. One thing you need is a little bit of oil. I'll squirt a little oil in there. Don't need that much, but then you take your tap, you start screwing it in slowly, and make sure it's at a 90-degree angle. And you want to wait, it's a tapered tap, so you want to get it so that at its thickest point it goes down at least an inch or 3/4 of an inch, because that's how long most rack screws are. And there's your threaded hole. And you do that 4 times. We'll do the next one. Make sure you clean your tap off before you use it on the next hole. And on this one, you want to go all the way through to the other side. So you can see that it's going through. You want to make sure it connects to the other hole, even though the rack screw won't. That way you can make sure that you got all the way through. Clean that bit off a little bit. And let's do the other one. It has a tendency to want to wobble when you first start turning. Try to keep it steady. And that oil really helps it turn smoothly. Now these holes that are closer to this part, they don't have this hole in the middle. So you don't want to go too far or it'll strip. You'll feel it hit the other side, right about there, and you back out. And even though your rack screw's 3/4 of an inch is long, you still have the thickness of this here, and maybe even a washer that's going to keep it from needing all that. Probably will only need like a 1/2 inch. Let's do our last hole. Now we want to go all the way through to the other side. I'm by no means a machinist, so I'm sure there's a lot of other people who would do this a lot smoother, but still get the job done. All right, let's go get some rack screws and mount our drum module. Okay, so we've got our holes drilled and tapped, and we got some rack screws. So let's see how things fit. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Right in. Here's the bracket. We'll do the other side. Put the last one on. And there you have it. And there it is. There's your clamps. Now let's go mount it on the rack. Okay, back at the rack with our new clamps. Put the piece in place. Tighten your screws. You'll need a crescent wrench when you get them finger tight to get it the rest of the way. And there you go. Problem solved. Hi, thanks for stopping by. If you like our content, please hit the like and the subscribe button. If you have any comments, leave them below. Thank you.